Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Chandramohan, sir.
Good morning. This is Chandramohan, ortho physiotherapist from Sri Samraj Physiotherapy Center for the ExRxIndia and Sri Samraj Health Services Private Limited, presenting WEBATHON, a web series. The ExRxIndia and its associates enters for the world record in the field of physiotherapy. Not just counting the topics, but responsibly providing the knowledge for the physiotherapists. Of course, other medical professionals also joining with them. We welcome them all. And in India and also for 25 other countries. Apart from this, ExRxIndia and Sri Samraj Health Services is providing online OG consultation for the women's health related issue in association with Pickle Studio, Chennai, West Bengal, Duna Creations, powered by Fitness and Rehab India YouTube channel. Today's topic will be presented by two of our web developers and their professors in PD Women's College, West Bengal, and this program is association with their college also. So before inviting our resource persons from PD Women's College, I would like to invite Dr. Shanti Chetri, Principal, PD Women's College, Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. Please, sir, Dr. Shanti Chetri.
Yes.
Please give us your encouraging words.
Good morning, everybody, particularly Mr. Chandramohan, members from ExRx Chennai, members from Physiotherapy Association of India, other medical professionals, other persons from medical professions from India and abroad, and two of my teachers from the Department of Computer Science, Sri TANMOY KANTI Halder, Miss Duna Saha, and my dear students of Computer Science, 3rd and 5th semesters of PD Women's College. It's really a great privilege on my behalf to address a webinar like this, organized by ExRx, along with many of its working partners in the country and also from abroad. I'm delighted to know that some of our students from the Department of Computer Science helped your association to construct the website of your association. I take privilege to congratulate all of my students and the teachers who helped them to materialize this prospect. When Duna told me that they're going to have a webinar on 1st of September, I told her that I do not mind to join it. In fact, I had a meeting today at 11 o'clock, and I told Duna that it may be difficult for me to join, but luckily by 10:30, I got a message that the meeting has been cancelled, so I could be a part of this webinar. This basic training on the computer knowledge is essential, not only for personnel who are involved in physiotherapy or any other medical professions. In fact, it has become a day-to-day need for each and every mankind. In a country like ours, without the basic knowledge of computers and technological know-how, it becomes very difficult to deliver it with precision the kind of modules you follow, the kind of training you would like to impart. I hope that Sri Tanmoy, Kanti Halder, and Miss Duna Saha, they will deliver in a very simple manner the basic idea about the technological know-how. I hope their deliberations will be mainly on the basic computer operations, like how to deal with the Excel sheets, how to go for the simple calculations, how to prepare the tables, the graphs, how to go for calculations of different issues. I'm sure that the deliberations and then the instructions given by two of my teachers will be very helpful to all the participants, not only to the people associated with the Physiotherapists Association, but also to other people who have joined this webinar today. Wish you all the very best and hope that in future also we'll continue to have this kind of collaborations with you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Shanti Chetri, from Principal from PD Women's College. Before I invite our resource person, I would like to say a few words, sir. This program, this world record event is going to be success because of your professors and students' support. Especially, they designed this website in a short period and all the technical help to run the show successfully. Especially, Duna Madam's tireless work is remarkable here. And Tanmay sir's help when there is some problem in website page or any difficulties we overcome, he was there to help us. And Miss Simran, Miss Uma, and Miss Alisha, those are your students. Those people, students' presence are much needed when we have a lot of workload. They came forward to share, and they made us to be stress-free and do our work without any delay. And all your professors and students' work are appreciable. And also, I would like to welcome Mr. Prashanta Kumar Saha for this session. And now I would like to invite Mr. Tanmoy and Ms. Duna Saha to start the session. Please, Mr. Tanmoy. And finalize yourself so that who will start first, please start.
Thank you, Dr. Chandramohan sir, and thank you, Shanti Chetri sir from my college. It was so nice to have those precious words from you. With the blessings and love from you guys, I am going to start the session for today. I would like to thank my dad also. He has joined the session. And some of my colleagues I can see here, some of my friends are there, my beloved students are there. And I would like to thank Professor Tanmoy also. He always helped me and guided me to make this thing successful actually. And with thanking, I would like to commence the session, please. So I am going to share my screen. Please confirm me whether you can see it. Is my screen visible, sir? Please confirm me.
Yeah, it's visible. It's visible.
Thank you, sir. So, on behalf of Department of Computer Science, PD Women's College, Jalpaiguri, I welcome you all in the first part of our technical session. It will say about basics of computing technology. In this period of COVID-19 spread, we actually need to know about this basic technology so that everyone can use it for attending the online classes. As well, some teachers are there who can use this technology to share their knowledge with the students and attend the programs. So let's start. So I'm going to take help of my virtual student. He is Bob. He is going to stay there with us in the upcoming slides. He will not much disturb you guys, but will ask on behalf of you a few questions to me. Okay. So the very first thing is, what is a computer is? Is there any similarity and difference with the human beings like us? Do they eat? Do they sleep? Do they die? Anything like that? Yes, there are a few similarities there with the computer and the human beings. They also eat. Everything needs some source of energy to run, no? So the computers eat electricity, and with that energy, it can work for us. And like we can see with our eyes, with our ear, we can hear, we can speak with using our mic. So the camera for the computer works like eyes, and the microphone works like the speaker, the ear, and the speaker works like the mouth. And you can say that the touch screen capability works like the skin of us. So there are some similarities, right? Do they sleep? Yes. When we switch them off, the computers or the phones, we can say that they are in sleep. Why they are not died when they are switched off, when they are, why I'm saying that they are in sleep? I have a question here. Have you ever thought how your phone or computer shows the correct time, even if it is switched on after keeping off for some time? How does it do that? Because it is having a battery inside that actually keeps it on inside some of the devices. So when we switch it on after some time, it shows the correct timing. Same thing happens with the modern digital cameras and all other devices too. Laptops, computer, everything. So we can say that it is in sleeping mode. It is not died. But if so, then do they die? Yes, when they go damaged and become unrepairable, we can say that it is a dead device. And they have the memories that can be compared to our active mind, subconscious mind, and long-term memory. It has the memory that becomes only active during our work. And a part is there that can store our long-term files, that is the hard disk, where we store the files for further use. So this computer have human body like input and output devices. I have just already told, like those speaker and camera and all these things. So if so many similarities are there any difference? Yes, the computers are actually the artificial devices. They don't have life, they don't have breathing, they are not intelligent enough, and they cannot take decisions by their own. What we actually feed them, they work with that. The intelligence we give them, they work with that. One more thing is their memory is measurable, size can be increased or decreased. If we attach them with extra hard disks or extra RAM, then their memories can be measured and changed. And one more thing is they cannot take decisions. What we give input, and it can work with that only. If we feed wrong input, then it can give us result wrong only. And when we give them correct input, correct data, then it can work very well and give us correct result. And the important thing is it gives correct result with accuracy and with very high speed. Suppose if I tell you to multiply two numbers of 9 digits, how much time can you take? Can you imagine? And it can make it within seconds, milliseconds. And it is not tiring for it. It can go on with the similar kind of work non-monotonously for a long time and repeatedly. But if same work is given to us, we go tired. After some time, we may do, make mistakes in our work. And one more thing is versatility. In a computer or laptop or smartphone used today's, you can do multiple tasks at the same time. You can play music, you can open internet, you can show videos, something like that. But what with the people, what with us, we are not able to do so many things at once, what computers can do. Yes, we can listen to some music and do our work. 2 or 3 tasks we can do together, but not more than that. But for the computers, they can. Okay, so the application areas and usage, we know the computers are being used everywhere, science and research, medical fields, you all are very much familiar with these things, the usage of computers in medical fields, library, banking, even entertainment, people can play games, even in road traffic also. Now it is automated road traffic system using the computers. The cameras are there to detect the traffic, and it glows the lights automatically to allow the traffic to move. So no more areas left where computers are actually not being used nowadays. So how the basic system actually works, the concept of hardware and the software. Like we human beings, we have our limbs, we have our mind and soul. The computers have also two things, the hardware part and the software part. You almost have, everyone have heard of these two terms. So if I speak about the different hardware parts of a computer, we can see through this image on the screen that basically from outside we see the monitor, the TV-like looking thing, where from we can see the things, the speaker that gives generates sounds for us, the keyboard and mouse through which we can send signals or data inputs from outside. And there the main important part is the CPU, central processing unit, that works actually like the brain of the computer system where all the data processing is done. But here what we see from outside is the CPU cabinet. We call it CPU, but actually inside of it, there are many different subsystems that actually combined together to form the CPU. The main CPU actually looks very much small. Here we can see, perhaps I can show you with a pen. This small thing, it is the CPU or central processing unit, the main brain of the system. It is attached with the motherboard of the computer, and together with this is mainboard or motherboard, this is the same thing. Together with this, the active memory, also called RAM, random access memory, it is attached. Whenever we do something, it stays in the RAM, and when we switch it off, all the things that are in RAM are cleared. And there remains also some other devices like the power supply unit, the video DVD RAM, where from we used to play DVDs and CDs, but this is actually getting obsoleted now. Nowadays, we are most comfortable in using the pen drives and all, the recently emerging devices. And other things are, one important thing is hard disk. It is the non-volatile memory from in which we can store data for long time usage. Even if we shut down our computer, that is, we close our computer, still data are remained or stored in this hard disk device. But from RAM, it goes off. It is can be compared like a situation. Suppose I am speaking about this webinar, and this is working in my active memory or active brain. We can say it is in my own RAM. But about some other things which I remember, but I'm not actually thinking about those things now. Like if I am not thinking about my maternal home or paternal home, all these things, but that thing I have not forgotten. Those things are actually now stored in hard disk. Okay, the things come into RAM, what we actually work with at that moment. And the things, what we have studied from our childhood, what we do, phone numbers of our nearly people, everything are stored in our hard disk like memory, long-term memory. And there are sound card that helps to generate the sounds from computer that comes out through the speakers. And there is VGA card. VGA card is the video graphics card through which our video quality from monitor is, bettermented, better. Okay, so next comes the software part. Like we human beings have the mind, we can think with it. With the software, the computers can actually work like that. When the computer is in switched on mode, the software becomes active. So there are basically two types of softwares, the system software and the application software. Suppose in your laptop or computer or mobile phone, there is a system, you have perhaps heard of the names, Windows or Android. These things are the system software that helps to run your system device. But what about application software? These are the things that we use for our own applications, our own usage, like the web browser. We use it for viewing the web pages or websites. The music players, we use it to play the music. And the things we are going to learn today, MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, these are the things, these are the software we use for our own usage, not for the system. So these things come under the application software. Together with the operating system, one more kind of system software is there, that are the device drivers. Whatever devices are used in our system, all the devices need some driver softwares to run well. And there are some language processors. Like if I ask how the computer understands our instructions, what we are saying, it doesn't have any brain or memory to understand our natural language. Natural language means the languages like Hindi, Bengali, English, Tamil, these things we speak in. But computer doesn't know these languages. Then how it understands? It understands only the machine language, namely the binary language that is produced with 0 and 1s. And those two symbols are actually reflected with the presence of electricity and absence of electricity. But this conversion is a huge thing, and it is very much tough to convert natural languages into binary languages so that machines can understand our instructions. So a medium thing is developed. Those are the high-level languages or programming languages. So these programming languages are nearly English languages with having a particular limited grammar that can be understood by human beings, and instructions can be written with them, and those things can be converted to machine languages, machine understandable languages using the language processors. So this is a kind of system software. Okay. So are there any particular software for physical therapy also? Yes, there are a huge level of application software. Many are there, so uncountable actually. Many are developed for the physical therapy usage also. Some of them are listed there on the screen. I have got it from a website only. You can check if you are interested to use them. Okay, Bob has come. What about the mobile phone hardware and software then? Yeah, same like I have just talked about the hardware and software in laptops or computers. Similar kind of hardware and software are also used in smartphones or mobile phones too. Then how come their size is smaller? Because of the integration of the hardware devices, they are sized in smaller and integrated within the small sized smartphones so that we can handle it portably and anywhere. That is why they are called mobile. Okay, so about the mobile software, like the application software and system software we use in our laptops or computers, Similar things are there used in mobile phones too. For a mobile phone, the application software, we call it apps. We are all familiar with the apps. So initially when the mobile phone is designed, only basic apps were there to run the system basically. But as the companies found the need of people, they later on made and designed so many applications. And now there are millions like there. Ticket purchasing soft apps and games, so many games are there. Calendars, database things, many things are there. All the things are apps or mobile softwares. Okay, so next comes taking care of your technical devices. Laptop, desktop, smartphone, tablet, pen drives, external hard disks, all these things need to be cared, The basic enemies that actually can hurt your technical devices are heat, moisture, and dust. These three things are the main enemies. Yes, Bob. Okay. How to prevent my device from overheating? Perhaps you all have seen sometimes that your device is getting overheated. Why? And how to take care of that? How to care your device from being getting overheated? You need to make sure that there is enough free space around your device. When using your device, sometimes we keep books, things, and other elements very near to our device, and it does not get much cool air, so it gets overheated. So we need to keep enough free space around it. In most of the institutes or places, generally air conditioner or air cooler is used. If it is not running, then we need to at least keep the nearby windows and doors open so that fresh air can come and it can keep your device cool. Even if you are getting that your device is still getting overheated, there might be some problem inside it. So either you can do by your own or by a specialist, check if the fans inside it are working. Every technical devices like laptops or computer, they have smaller fans which run inside to keep the system cool. And we also need to check if many applications are open at once in our device. Sometimes we keep many apps or games open in our device and we then change to some other window and let the applications already open in our device. And that actually increases overhead on our device because the RAM of our system has to keep track of all the things that are already open and work with all the opened apps at once. So it actually heats up the device. Like sometimes we keep our camera on and move around and forget to off it. And I have noticed it with my mobile phone actually. If I keep my camera on for a little longer, then it gets heat up. So these things you have to take care if you need to keep your device cool and safe from heat. Bob, have you understood? Okay, Bob has got it now. So next comes the moisture thing. Yeah, I know you will question about moisture too. Okay, you have to take care if your system is being used nearby your kitchen or bathroom or any water bodies. Keep your device away from the watery things or liquid things because moisture is very much, bad for your system. When it is raining outside, you need to close the windows and keep them closed. And never eat or drink when you are working on your system. The food particles and the liquid molecules from water, they are very much, harmful for the devices and they make it, get damaged. Okay, so this is about the moistures. And the third one is the dust thing. So you need to clean your device to keep them safe from the dust. So you can use soft cloths first with dry cloths, of course. And if it's still dusty, then you can use little water or the wiping materials available in the market and clean your system. Do you have any idea how much dirty it can get? You can see the picture in the slide. It shows the inside the CPU cabinet how much it got dirty. Though it stays closed within, covered within, still so much dust. So you actually need to keep it clean. We also need to keep the room clean so that it gets less dusty. And never enter the computer rooms with the shoes that you use on the roads. Okay, a few more things we should follow. When it's bad weather or lightning outside or storms are there, you need to unplug the systems. And when it is not going to be used for a long time, like suppose the devices we use in our department, in our college, and when vacation comes, we actually unplug the systems and go for the holidays. So like that, when the systems are not going to be used for a long time, you need to unplug them and keep the batteries fully charged before unplugging. Even it is same for the smartphones or computers or laptops, for everything. For desktop, you cannot do that, but you need to keep them unplugged. When we get interest in some apps, we install it in our laptop or mobile. And after using it, we actually never uninstall it and it stays within it. And then we go for some other works and next applications, and thus it actually gets loaded with full of applications, and it's takes huge memory space in your mobile or laptop. So after certain times, you need to check if some apps are there that you are not actually using. Some games are there you once played and now you are not interested. So uninstall those unused apps or some unused files if they are, clean them up. That will save your memory space in your device and also make them faster. These technical devices are very much fragile, so it requires to handle with care, especially when you are using the external hard disk. They are very much portable, so we use it here and there. We carry on them with when we are traveling. So you need to take care so that they, don't get dropped anywhere, because those things harm very much. And these things is applicable for also pen drives and smartphones. We know these things. And when we are using the headphone like this to speak, we need to keep the we shouldn't increase the volume too much. That is very much bad for our ears. Okay. Yes, Bob. Okay, Bob is asking, why some apps cannot run on my smartphones? Is it not smart enough? Yes, actually your phone is smart, but the thing is, there is a word, very important one, that is compatibility. Everything is not compatible with everything. We know in everything, this is very much important. All the application programs we use in our laptop or mobile phones, they need some basic hardware and software requirements. And if that is not present in our device, then we say that these software or apps are not compatible to our device. So these things actually, even if you install it, then they cannot work fully well in your device. Like I am giving an example, the Google Meet software, whenever I use it in my mobile phone, I can connect, but it does not support my audio. There must be lying some incompatibility issues with that. So before installing, you can check the software and hardware compatibility in the app stores or Play stores. And if that is compatible, then you can install it. And if it is not actually working, then until and unless the developer works for it, you cannot use that. So compatibility is important. but it does not mean that your phone is not smart enough. Okay. Next thing is it good to update your operating system or apps in your computer or smartphones? We have seen many a times notifications come in our phones to update our mobile phone or laptops about the operating system or the apps. Sometimes we think that it will take large of my data and large of memory space. Leave it, don't update. Why to update? What it actually happens? Should we actually update our phones or laptops? The answer is yes. We need to update our phone or update our apps, because updation means the developer has must have increased its features, inserted some features, or if some flaws are there in that app, then they have rectified it. So to get those new features, to get those flaws erased, you need to update your application or update your system so that it can work fine. So answer is yes, we need to keep our devices updated. Okay. Next comes whether we should take backups. Perhaps you are familiar with this term backup. Backup means keeping a copy of something important in your device, or like some important files it can be, or important apps can be. Apps also take backups of their own. So actually we need to keep a backup of important things, because if sometimes it gets damaged or somehow erased, we can have a copy to work with it. So if you have some important documents, you can keep a backup of that file in your pen drives or some external hard disks so that you can use them further from there. Okay. Some more things are there. When you are using your web browser, try to clear its history often, because those things are mostly useless and take space in your mobile phones or computer browsers. We generally don't take care of these things, but these things are actually important. And one more thing is, whenever we try to search something or find something, we want to use something from different websites, they actually ask us to sign in with our Facebook ID, Google ID, etc. And as it has got easier not to create any new account, but to sign in with our Facebook and Gmail IDs that, because they are already existing. But this practice is not actually good, because your data are being shared with many devices, and they can use it for their own use or anything. Perhaps you have seen that a few messages are coming to your phone, join this and that, use our products and this. How they have got your phone number, how they have got your communication contacts. Actually, when you sign into these websites using your own accounts, somehow they actually make business with those data. And your data are being shared with those companies through which they share, and they can send you messages and many things. They can even do some piracies or access your own accounts. So even for the financial thing care, you don't sign into these websites until and unless it is very much urgent. Never share your account passwords. Even if shared, you need to change it after that. These things are, very much crucial things. You can believe someone, but if you are sharing it, then it somehow might leak out someday and, get harmful to you. So if you have shared also, you need to change it frequently after some days. It is a good practice, changing of passwords, and keep the passwords, which you can remember, but which cannot be cracked easily by the hackers. Hackers are them who hack your accounts and do some misuse. And never share the OTPs also to anyone. You are perhaps familiar with the recent news of OTPs being shared and your money from your accounts have taken away. So never share these OTPs to anyone. Use the antivirus software in your system. Only installation is not enough. Most people I have seen, they when they purchase a computer or purchase a mobile phone, they install a antivirus software but never update it or never use it. We need to use that. Means sometimes we need to scan our whole device with that, because even if virus is coming and we are not checking it, then it is not actually working. So to make the antivirus work, we need to scan a few often our system, full system scan, and then only we can understand if some virus has attacked our device and need further care. We need to update our antivirus software frequently. And we need to arrange our files well classified so that we can find them easily and work with them easily, so that when their work is finished, we need to find easily and erase them or work with them. Okay. So any question from this basic part?
No questions, madam.
Okay, the basic part is over now. So we will be proceeding to MS Word, the documenting software.
Over to Mr. Tanmoy now.
No, sir, I will be continuing it. And Tanmoy sir will be taking with the MS Excel session.
Okay.
Let me screen share, please. Okay, can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So here we are going to learn about MS Word. MS means Microsoft, the developing company for the word processing software. This software helps you to write and edit your documents. So I will be working on MS Word 2016 version. It will be better if you have computer or laptop with you, then please open it, open Microsoft Word if you have, so that when I will be working or saying, you will be doing by your own. That will be better learning. So where and when to use MS Word actually? MS Word is a documenting software or word processor software. Means what? In using this, we can write the letters, or we can make our documents, reports, thesis reports, these things we can design using our MS Word. So for word processing, it helps us with some basic inbuilt things, like it helps us to format the texts, working with the tables, columns. It can include some geometrical shapes, images, diagrams. It also supports the user with the spell checker, thesaurus to design an error-free document. It allows to make sections or chapters, enter page numbers to your document. It allows to keep a watermark in your document, etc. And many more are there. So we will be going to details now. So how it looks and what are its component names. This is the first window of Microsoft Word. So I think you can see the pointings. The top row, top line, blue line, it is called the title bar. When we save our document, store our document in our computer with a file name, the name is name or title is shown in the title bar, like it is shown in the image as document 1. And next, below to it, it comes the menu bar. where there are a few menu options are there: file, home, insert, design, etc. These are the menus from which we can get different options to work within. Next comes the ruler or scale, we can say. It helps to measure the areas on your document area. The white page, it is called the document area. It is like the normal white page on which we write. It is the same digital version of the same thing. And there is an important area called the layout area, which is around the white document area. Like when we work on our desk, we are writing something, we use the nearby space to keep our important things for that work. In same way, we can use this layout area. When writing something or working something, we need to insert some images. We need to place them in proper places. We can keep them in this layout area, and in proper time, we can insert them in proper places. And the most below bar, it is called the status bar. It shows you the status of your document. At the rightmost portion, it is showing the zooming thing. It can enlarges your screen or make it smaller. And on the left, it shows the number of pages, and on the position of the number of page you are within now. And it also shows the total number of word counts. It also shows which language you are using. Like here in the image, you can see it is English. So this is the first window. Let's proceed further. So what is text formatting in MS Word? Text formatting means setting the appearance of the text. Its look. It may be bold. Bold means here I have used the formats to make you understand how they actually look. Bold means a little fat text, and italic, and then we can make our text underline. Then we can set different colors to our text. We can set the font style. Font style means text writing style. Then we can change the font size, make it look bigger or smaller. Then we can set the text alignments. Left alignments means the way we actually write in our copies. Text starts from left, and right alignments, text starts from the right, and center alignment means we can write the text in the center of the page. Then we can set the spacing between the lines. Here, this gap is called the line spacing. Then we can use bulleted text, which means the pointing thing. Want to write that, we use the bulleting text. I will be showing you on direct Microsoft Word. Then it is strike through, mean cutting some text from the middle. Then we can use the uppercase, lowercase tools, subscript, superscript tools. We can highlight text and many things. So I think I need to show you these things, how to do. Okay, so I have a sample document for you. Perhaps you can see my screen. I have opened my Microsoft Word here. Though I know it will come very smaller in your mobile phones if you are seeing from mobile, but if you are using from laptop, I think you can see it better. So you can follow my steps if you are working together with me with your Microsoft Word in your device. So here in document area, I have typed some text within it. So this is the layout area. Suppose I want to bold some text, then you need to select the text first like this, and then you can click on the bold button. It will be bold. From this font size thing, you can increase or decrease the font size like this. You can change the font style of the selected text like this. Different font styles are already inbuilt in Microsoft Word. You can use them. and when you click them, it gets applied. See now, the font style of this selected text and the not selected text are now different. They are looking different. Okay, one more thing I have missed there. I have told you about left alignment, center alignment, and right alignment. And there is a fourth style also. Like this. This is the left alignment. See, left side is aligned, but the right side of the text is not aligned. I hope you can see it. In this way, actually, we write in our copies, left alignments. And when we write, our right side of our text looks like this only. But in before stage, I had both sides cleanly aligned. How did I do? I use the fourth alignment style. This is called justify alignment. If we do it, I think you can see both side of the text is now aligned well. How computer does that? By actually adjusting the space between the words, computer makes the text align from both the sides. We cannot do this by our own because we don't know where our line is going to get finished. And about coloring or highlighting, we need to select the text and we can change the font color from here. Suppose I have made this text red. And if I need to highlight this text, again, I have to select it. Then this is the button to highlight the text. From here, I have highlighted. We can change the color of highlights also. Again, you have to select it. Go here. There is a small down arrow key. You need to click here and you can change the colors. Some inbuilt colors are already given here and you can select the color to highlight your text. And suppose this word powerful, I want to make it in uppercase. Do I have to retype it? No. There is an option in MS Word, change case. I hope you can see it. From this, you can change different cases. Sentence case means first letter will be capital letter and other will be in small letters. Lower case means full selected text will go in small letters. Uppercase means full text will be in capital letters. Capital each word means the full selected text. Let me show you, increase the font. Now I am going to capitalize each word. See, each word has now got first word in capital. And if I change it to uppercase, then whole text is converted to capital letters. Same we can do for the lowercase and all. And there is another thing that is called toggle case. Means if we have some small capital letters in between, suppose B, O, I have capitalized, D, I have capitalized, and others are small. Now if I toggle it, it will turn to opposite. Now E is capital and L is capital and others are in smaller. So this is the basic formatting of text. We can underline also from here. We can italic, we can strike through, and let me show you superscripting or subscripting. Suppose we want to write x square, then how to do? I have typed x. Let me go to Calibri font. I have written x. Now I have to select superscript from here. Superscript means next text will be written on its top right. Like now it shows superscript x square to the power 2y, like that we can write. And if we want to write with subscript, then we have to use the subscript thing, like A1, A2. Suppose we want to write like that, A1, then again you have to unclick to make it normal text, A2, like that. You can use the variable names for mathematical equations and all. We can write like that. So these are about basic formatting. Now I can go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, I hope you can see my PowerPoint presentations. These things I have little shared with you just. And this is the, formatting toolbar view. Next comes working with tables. Microsoft Word helps you not only to write the text in line by line way, but it also helps you to insert some tables, insert images and all. So next I will come how to write or design the tables. There are two ways to insert the tables in Microsoft Word. One is insert table option, and another is draw table option. So insert table option lets you allow to insert the table with counting of rows and columns, and draw table allows you to draw the tables with the pen. But I prefer inserting tables, not drawing tables, because for the further formatting, it becomes helpful with insert table options. I think I can show you table creation in MS Word. Again, I am going to MS Word sample document. Hope you can see the screen. Now I will insert a table in between this document. It is already a document, and within this only I will insert a table. So we need to go to insert menu option. When this option is selected, it becomes white, and there is a table option just below it. When you take the mouse nearby it, it shows you the guidance. From the small arrow below to it, you can click and see a view with a few small boxes. One box means one row or one column, one cell actually. So when we go to select the next one, it shows you the sample in your MS Word document. Like now, I have selected a 3x1 table, means 3 columns and 1 row. If I make it down, then it goes 3 columns and 2 rows. Now it is showing a 3x5 table, means 3 columns and 5 rows. Now if I click here, the table is shown here. And there is a handle on top left from where we can select the whole table and work with it. So after selecting it or creating the table, automatically the design menu appears from where you can set the looks for your table. There are some predefined color things you can select from here, or you can also modify the table styles. I'm not going to much details. I'm just going to say about the very basic things. From here, you can select the color pattern and your table will look like this. From where you can set the column headings in here and row headings here, and in these cells, you can store the data. Suppose I am writing a small routine. So it is 11 a.m. and it is 12 noon. It is Monday, Tuesday. Texts are already kept highlighted, so the gray color is coming. Wednesday and all. And what to do in this cross sections? 11 a.m. Monday, we can write here like that. So it is the table. So I suppose in this time I attend geography class, like that. So this is how we can insert our tables. And as I said you that inserting table is better option than the drawing tables because it helps you to work with them further. You know, see, I am moving it very easily. But with drawing tables, this option is not that much helpful. Here you can modify the row widths or column widths very easily. Okay, just you need to drag the dividers and move them to increase or decrease the size of your row and columns. And the basic formattings I have just told you, all the things are also applicable in the table loop. No problem in that. If you want to delete a particular row in your table, what to do? Suppose I want to delete this row containing the Tuesday details. Any cell in Tuesday row, I will just right click and click on delete cells. When I click on delete cells, a small dialog box comes. This side of windows are called the dialog box. And here I can select delete entire row, then entire row will be deleted. Similarly, where I have clicked, if I want to delete that column, then I can click on delete this column and press OK, then that column will be deleted. Now I am deleting the Tuesday row. You see, that row has gone. So this is how you can delete the row. So if we can delete the row, then we can also insert. Suppose I want to insert a column in between this 11 a.m. and 12 noon. So I need to click any cells within this column and I can go to right click and insert menu, then insert columns to left or right, wherever I want. Suppose if I want to insert a new column to the right of this cell, then I am clicking right, a new column is created, you can see. Here I can insert some new data like 11:30 a.m. or so. Sometimes we miss something, so we can insert or delete right there. So I think working with tables are a little clear with you guys now. So what comes next is okay, next comes is column. When we see the newspapers or magazines, the texts are not written like a whole page document. There comes the columns. So that thing also can be designed using Microsoft Word. We can use multiple columns there, and we can use the line between them also. There is a layout menu under which this column option is available for you. I could have directly shown you this from the Microsoft Word window only, but still I have used this screenshot in my PowerPoint so that it can be visible in mobile phones also. So let me show you creating the columns. Again, I am going to the Microsoft Word thing. So how to create the columns. Okay, so first we have the sample text. You can first create the text and then you can design the columns, or you can priorly design the columns and then you can write the text. No problem in that. So as I have already written the text here, I am showing you the what to do after writing the text. You need to select the text, then you need to go to layout view, from where you can see the columns options. From the arrow, directly options comes for 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, left or right, etc. If you go to more columns option, it gives you detailed columning options. Suppose from here I have selected 2, then it will show you it shows you the preview, how will it look. If you select 3, then it will come with the 3 columns. Yeah, and even you can change the size of the columns. By standard, they come with the equal size for each of the columns, but you can change the width from here. Suppose I have here equal column width selected, you need to unselect it, uncheck it, and then you need to change the column size. Suppose I have increased the width of the first column and second and third column sizes are kept same. We can also edit the space amount between the columns from here, and we apply the line between the columns from here. If I click it, the line comes. If we uncheck it, the line goes off. See it now. I have applied the thing, and the first column is now a little higher in width, and the others are smaller, but the second and third column width is equal. So in this way, you can create the look of a magazine page if you wish, and even in column look also you can insert the images. So again, I am going to the PPT view. Okay. Next, it shows you how to insert some diagrams or in figures, geometrical figures. Already there are many inbuilt shapes in Microsoft Word which you can use to design. How to work with them. After inserting, automatically the format window comes from where you can read, work, or redesign your shape you have already inserted. I'm showing you from the MS Word. I am changing the frequent loop from MS Word to PPT and PPT to MS Word. Okay. Suppose I have created the columns and I don't want them now. I want a single column. Then you just need to go to columns option under layout, select the text and click on one. Then the column look will disappear and it will come as a single thing. Now suppose here I want to insert some geometrical shape. So here in insert window, insert menu, there is a shapes option from which you can insert different geometrical shapes. When clicking it, it shows you the top-down menu which contains different shapes. From here you can select any shape. Suppose I am selecting the smiley face. Click it and you need to draw it. How? You can first select the top left point where from your shape will start and drag it to make it make the right bottom point, so that your shape's size is set. How much it requires the width or how much height it requires. Like it, I have inserted the smiley here. And after creating or inserting this shape, automatically it goes to format menu from where we can edit this shape, like the shape fill. Suppose I want to change its color like this, or you can make the smiley crying one like this. This is called the rotation handle, that small yellow round. I hope you can see it. You can edit a few things with your shape. You can increase or decrease. One more thing you can do is, with this one you won't be able to understand. Let me insert some different shape. Suppose I have taken this one. Okay. So if you want to reflect, get its reflected look, then you just need to click and hold the round handlers or pointers and just drag them. See, I have rotated it to its reflected look, mirror look, like this. Or there is a rotation handler. You can rotate your figure in 360 degrees. So using these very basic things, you can work with your shapes. Similarly, you can insert the images. Suppose for inserting some image, you need to go to insert menu, then pictures option comes. You can insert either pictures from online or from the device. I am showing you from this device only. suppose here I have inserted a picture. So the picture has come. From these rotation handlers or size handlers, you can resize your picture. But see, we are not able to move it even if we drag it. So how to make it move? You need to right click on it, go to wrap text and make it come in front of text. Means text will be layered. Text goes to the behind it, and now you can move your image anywhere. Okay, so you can now rotate your image, resize your image, or move your image. Next comes further editing. You can change your picture styles or looks. From here, framing options are there in MS Word. Some more options are there. You can change its looks like this. And even you can put some very basic picture effects like this. Okay, see what was the basic picture and what to what it has turned now. So very basic picture editing things are also available in Microsoft Word. Again, going back to my PPT. Okay, so this thing we have already discussed. This thing also I have just shown you how to insert and how to change the look of the image you have already inserted. Next thing comes inserting of smart art, graphics, or hierarchy things. So hierarchies are means the classification charts and all. You can also insert some inbuilt shapes like that and edit the text within that. How to do that? Suppose here I am going to insert some chart here in between this text. Say go to insert view, insert menu, and then comes the smart art under illustration tab. From smart art, you can get the window for selecting the smart art thing, and then it gives you a long list of options from where you can select anything. Like from the hierarchy view, you can select the classification chart like this, and it automatically generates the look for a chart. And these texts are editable from this left side small window. You need to just click here and write the change text writing language. Then comes natural language, and the next thing will be shown under the natural language things, like suppose English, Hindi. If you press enter, automatically another window is generated. Suppose I have written Tamil, and if I want to add some text that is parallel to this natural language, then I have come in the same alignment with this, and here I can write like the computer programming language. If you want something parallel to this, then you can just press backspace. Now see, one more window is created beside the computer programming language, and here I can write machine language. Suppose under this computer programming language, I want to enter something. If I press enter, then it is coming in the same alignment. If I press tab, then it comes under the programming language. Now here I can write like C, C++, etc. So thus you can design a chart within your document very easily. You don't have to draw the very basic designs and all. And you can also change the color patterns like this. If you double click on any box, then it shows you the design window. From the change color things, you can set the colors you like. Even you can select different colors for the parallel boxes if you want to differentiate them. And similarly to this hierarchy, you can also insert smart arts like other things, like suppose a pyramid, same thing. You can enter the text here also, and you can change the colors, same things, similar thing. I hope it is clear with the smart art for you guys. And next is this thing I have already discussed, smart art. Then comes the spelling and grammar check. To make your document flawless and errorless, Microsoft Word comes with an inbuilt dictionary. In many languages it comes actually, both British English and American English, anyone you can use. And it automatically captures if there is some mistype in your document. It can catch your grammatical errors and spell errors. And to notify you the errors, it use the waved colored underlinings. To notify you the spelling errors, each comes with the red wavy underline. And in modern versions of MS Word, it comes with blue underlines for the grammatical errors. In earlier versions of MS Word, it used green underlines for the grammatical errors. If some error is shown in your document, you can just right click on your misspelled thing or something, and you can take some decisions, inbuilt suggestions, which might be meaningful in according to its own dictionary. Or you can click on ignore all if you think that word is really meaningful for your own use, or you can add to your dictionary if you are going to frequently use that word. For the grammatical errors also, right, I have intentionally wrote here, we am a girl. So it caught that am is the wrong word, wrong grammatical word here, and underline it with blue. And when I right click, it's shown me the suggestion that it should be R. So this thing you can do for your whole of the document, and you can use some shortcut keys. Shortcut keys are nothing. When you don't want to use the mouse pointers, mouse thing, you can use your keyboard to directly work with those options. So if you press on F7 key, then it starts spelling check and grammar check for whole of your document. And there is something more. If you press Shift F7, then it gives you the thesaurus. Thesaurus means it shows you the options for the similar kind of words that you have used in your document. If you are not satisfied with that word, then you can use some similar kind of word. Like I am showing you. Here I have written introduction and pressed Shift F7 or chosen the thesaurus. Then it is showing me some words what I can use instead of this word introduction, like outline, overview, primer, these things. And if I like to replace this word, then I can directly click from this thesaurus and use that word in my document. So thus it helps you with the dictionary related helps also. And I think everyone has faced the problem of autocorrect thing. When you make some very basic mistakes when writing something, the word processor helps with the autocorrect thing. Like when I am writing I in my text, if I write it with small letter, then it automatically changes it to capital letter. This is an example of autocorrect thing. Some similar type of things, like if I write by mistake same words repeatedly for 2 times, Sunday, Sunday, then it catches it that the word is repeated for 2 times, and with the autocorrect thing, it can replace the second word or remove the second word. It shows you the detailed options that you can use for your spelling and grammar check, which comes under the options and then proofing. From this proofing thing, you can select your grammar check options or spelling check options, or set the autocorrect things as you want. And when you press OK, that options are already applied in your document. So this is about the spelling check and grammar. Next come the last thing I am going to discuss on MS Word, that is the putting watermark on your document. So what is watermark? It is it can be a text or it can be some image that applied on your document to change your the look of it, or make it confidential or privatize your document. So you can use this watermark thing. How to do that I am showing you from the Word document. Suppose this document we have, I want to put some watermark here. Then you need to go to the design menu, which shows you the watermark options on top right. From here, you can use the down arrow and it shows you a window with a few options, from where you can select the very basic inbuilt options like confidential, do not copy, etc. Or you can custom watermark as you want to put. Custom watermark gives you a window from where you can use text watermark or picture watermark. Picture watermark gives you the option to select some picture and put it in your document in background. Like suppose I am showing you with the picture. Select picture. When you click select picture, the window comes from where you can select the picture for your, suppose I am putting the ExRx and FAR logo, and if you click it wash out, then it decreases the opacity of the logo. Okay, so can you see the watermark? It is applied behind the text with very light shade. And what will happen if we don't wash out? Now check. Still, you can read out the text, but the watermark has come with a little darker shade. This is how we can apply the image as watermarks. Similarly, we can put some text watermarks also. The text we can edit from here. Suppose I am writing my name as here. You can set the size, font size of your watermark text, color of your watermark text, and font type, styles, everything. I'm keeping it Calibri only. And you can set the style of your watermark, diagonal will it come or horizontally will it come, will it be semi-transparent or not. These things you can set or and apply. Okay. See, it has come with the font size I have kept, and it has appeared in my text. So I think that's all for MS Word thing. So if you have any questions up to this much, you can ask me now.
Really wonderful session. Those who are, especially in the field of physiotherapy, those who are preparing for project work, and those who are writing for publications, it will be much useful. Dear participants, if you have any queries, please ask now so that we will move on to part 2. I think so.
Yeah. Next upcoming sessions will be on Excel and PowerPoint. So I think no queries are there.
Yes. Rupesh,
so can we
YouTube? Are you there, Rupesh? He's there actually. Okay, if there is any question, we will look at the end.
Yeah, sir, I think it will be better if we can take 5 minutes break, because it might be overloading for the participants.
Yes,
I'm,
just like that
yeah,
you can
it is
talk.
already one and a
Yeah,
half hour.
yeah. Please,
Okay.
dear
So
participants,
stay connected. Yeah.
yeah, stay connected.
After 5 minutes, Tanmoy sir will be commencing with the exercise, and at the end part, I will do after it. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome, madam. Duna, madam, you can check our YouTube also now. If there is any questions also, that will be uh, checked now. And Tanmay sir, you please be ready with your PPT. We can check for the slide sharing now. I can see many professors, even physiotherapy professors and senior physiotherapists are here. Hope they are all finding useful. And thanks for my sister, Dr. Priyadashini, who is watching in YouTube. Happy to have you in our live session again. And really, I liked the way you teach that design layout and how to bring the watermark. They are all really nice, Duna madam, and it's really wonderful information which will be used by our professionals in the future, because we when we are nowadays all are more smart. It is easy for us, but those who are using for the first time, it will be very helpful. Those who are using a computer or laptop to prepare PPT or to prepare any article to work for their projects, it will be very useful. They can make colorful diagrams or charts. Really wonderful, really wonderful. Dear participants, if you have any doubts, please put the question in your chat box so that we will be asking. From Kalpana Jusi madam, waiting to hear you, Dina madam. Yes, madam. Really integration of interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary approach. Let me know how many of you are computer professionals in this meeting. Can you please type C in the chat box? Let me know how many are there. I'm just talking to kill the time. No need to keep silent for 5 minutes. That's why. Am I audible? Somebody respond.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Tanmay. I know why there is a break now. Hope if everything is fine, then we can start. Can see many physiotherapists. Hope it is not boring. If it is boring, kindly let us know. Thank you, Gayatri. Yes, sir. Our Adiparasakti College of Physiotherapy ex-principal, Dr. Kanagraj is here. Sir, how is that session, sir? Is it useful?
It is very much useful, sir. Actually, we know something about technology, but this much detail we could not know here before. So it's very much useful, very helpful, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the feedback. Hope we always find difficulties while writing articles or while preparing even PPT, how to make it colorful or how to set line properly, how to make columns, rows. A lot of difficulties we have might have faced, but she made it very simple and easier to understand.
Yes.
I'm happy to have you here, sir, because I tried to reach you many times, but you were not available, so that we couldn't get a topic from you. And I'm happy that you are presented and you are registered in this event now. And anyhow, nice
Thank
to
you,
hear.
sir. I am also very happy to see you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And we have a few more also. Can we start, Duna, madam? The second part.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Thank you,
Just
Kanagra.
came actually.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kanagra, sir.
Please stay with us,
Just
sir.
heard the words from you all.
Another next session is starting, continuous actually. It's the lengthiest session it's going to be, I think, in the web series event.
Yeah, because we have left with two more parts.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Next is MS Excel session on MS Excel from Tanmoy sir. On behalf of ExRxIndia, I am welcoming him.
Thank you, everyone. This is TANMOY Halder from PDWC College. Thanks to ExRx for giving me this opportunity to say something on PDF and Microsoft Excel. So today I will start from PDF, but actually PDF is nothing, just it is also a software that is used to prepare document also. Microsoft Word is Microsoft Word is developed by Microsoft actually, but there are another software also that is used to prepare documents, and it is developed by Adobe. So the question must be coming that we have Microsoft Word, but why we need PDF? So the main problem is that if we port one Microsoft document from one machine to another machine, then it may lose the formatting. So to preserve the formatting, sometimes we use PDF. So that actually PDF gives us the portability, so that we can move the file from one computer to another computer or maybe anywhere, but the formatting may not lose. So that is the main reason we use PDF. And one more thing I want to say here, that is once you prepare a PDF, it is the read only, so you cannot edit it. I have also showed here that how we can prepare a PDF document from a Microsoft document, and I'm going to show it from the Microsoft document also.
Please unmute.
Stop share করতে হবে। Okay. Let me show how to prepare the PDF document from Microsoft Word. You have to go to File first, and then from there click. There you have to select the destination. And then from there, there is a save type, save as type. There is a list also. You have to select PDF. And then you have to click on save. So the document will be prepared in PDF. Now this file is not editable, and the formatting that you made in the Word document, it will be preserved here. So this is the way you can prepare a PDF from the Microsoft Word, and you can move it from one computer to another computer. It will be uneditable, and the formatting will be preserved. Okay. So this is all from PDF actually. This PPT will be given to you so that the steps to create the PDF document is also written here. You can see from it. So actually, I thought the participant may be listening, but I am not sure right now. So if you are listening, you can, I mean, reply
Yes,
with
we
the
are.
answer if you want to. So there is a question, that is, what is the full form of PDF? I think you are watching.
So you want participants to answer for this question?
Actually, yes, but I don't think anyone is interested.
Dear participants, please answer these questions. What is the full form of PDF? PDF is a software product of which company?
Okay.
Yes, portable
So the
document
full
format.
form of the PDF is portable document format. I think you missed it. So it's not that everything is written here. I'm going to tell you. You have to watch and you have to listen simultaneously.
And the second question answer is
Okay,
Adobe.
okay. Some of them is replying actually. Thank you. Thanks for your reply. So PDF is a software product of which company?
Adobe.
Obviously. Thanks for the answer. And then what makes PDF portable? The main reason PDF is portable because it retains the formatting from one machine to another machine. You can move it anywhere, but it will retain its formatting. That is not the case for Microsoft Word. It retains its formatting if the version matches. If the version doesn't match, it may lose its formatting. Okay, let's continue. I don't know anyone is listening or not. So, here is a reference in the document. You can download the PDF reader from this link. It's a free. As I have already said you that PDF is also a document maker also. So if you want to make a document using PDF, pay for it. So you can say there is two yellow download button. First one is to read only, that is free. But if you want to edit PDF document, you have to download the paid version, and from there you can also edit it. So let's continue with the Excel. So Excel is a data preparing software. So So where you can prepare your data, present your data in a more meaningful and beautiful way. Okay. So Excel is a product of Microsoft, and also it comes with the package that is called Microsoft Office. So Office is what is also a product of Microsoft Office only. Okay. So Excel is used to manipulate data and represent the data in a meaningful way so that it helps to understand more easily. So before I start, I want to start with the what is data and information. Data is the raw fact. Itself, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, but information is can be generated from the data in a meaningful way. So, for example, Ram is a physiotherapist who lives in India. He is 32 years old and is still unmarried. This is kind of information. Now, from here, if you want to capture data, this can be done like this, like name, Ram, profession, physiotherapist, country, India, age, 32, marital status, unmarried. By itself, it doesn't mean anything. But from here, you can generate information. So this is the basic difference between data and information. So why we are using data instead of information? Because if we store information as data, it will be much easier for us to manipulate it. Okay. Let's recall what you understood. So what will be the corresponding data for the following information? The information is R. Madhavan is an archaeologist who lives in Kolkata. He is 40 years old and has 2 children. Anyone?
Hello.
Hello? Anyone want to reply?
Yes. Yeah. Name Madhavan.
Okay.
Profession.
Okay. So this is the information we can, from this information, we can generate this kind of data. So here, though this R. Madhavan has 2 children, but we are not still sure that what is his current marital status. Okay. So, but I have included marital status here because from the previous information, we had property name marital status. That's why I have included it here. Okay. So next question is name one difference between data and information. That I have already told you. Data is kind of fact only, that itself doesn't mean anything, but information is not like that. From data, by processing data in a meaningful way, we can generate information. Okay, let's see how an Excel sheet looks like. Excel is also called a spreadsheet. Okay. So in Excel, we like Word, we have a title bar, and then this bar. Is there a pointer? Okay. So this is called title bar. This is called the ribbon bar, also called the menu bar. And under each ribbon, we have some sort of sub menus. And this one is called address bar. This is called formula bar. It is also written in it. And these are the columns and these are the rows. If you can notice that every column is marked with a letter like A, B, C, D, and every row is marked with a with some number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and cross section, sorry, intersection of row and column is called a cell, like this one. So every cell has an address also, and address is generated by the column name followed by the row number. Like this cell has the address of D4. D is the column and 4 is the row, like this. And there are some other properties also here. This portion is used to travel between one sheet to another sheet, and this portion is the status bar. That's all. Okay. So as I have already said, a cell is the smallest unit of a spreadsheet, which is represented by the column name and row number. And worksheet is actually the multiple means worksheet is the combination of cells actually, and workbook is the combination of worksheets. So I have already told you all this. Active cell is the cell which is currently selected. Columns are the, I have already told you all this. Address bar, formula bar, title menu, quick access toolbar. Okay. So this portion is called the quick access toolbar. Here you will find the do, redo buttons only. Okay. Okay. So let me open an Excel sheet in practical. This is a Excel sheet, and as you have already known, this any cell that is selected is called the active cell, and the address will be given here, like G5, and anything we write here will also reflect here. This is called the formula bar. Active cell also has a autofill handler, which is how can I show? It's written again and again. Okay. Here it is called the fill handler. So this fill handler is used to autofill. I will show you how to use it. Okay. Okay. Let's recall something. Where is the file name written in Excel? So it will be written on the title bar at the top of the spreadsheet. And the next question is, where do we find the address of an active cell? It's here, if you can see the screen, at the top left corner below the ribbon. So, do you think ABC123 is a valid cell address? Okay. Yes, a cell can have maximum of 60,384 columns. So it's a valid address actually. Where is the formula bar located? Just above the column names. As I have already shown you, this is called the fill handle. Today I'm going to cover these topics here. The basic levels are in basic level, how to fill Excel sheet with data and basic formatting, and then autofill, then formula, conditional formatting, sorting and filtering, graphs and charts, and print. How to print a Excel sheet. That's all. So about the basic level, how to format the text, you have already we have already covered it actually in Word. It's same. Okay. So for example, we had this kind of information before, that is Ram is a physiotherapist and the R Madhavan thing, and we generated this kind of data from this information, and we can enter it like this. Like we have a property called name. After identifying the property names, we can enter the data like this. And then we can format the field data also like this. These formattings are same as you have already seen in the Word document. Everything there, it's here also. Okay. And there are some extra things also that I am going to discuss here. So for our I have already some data filled here to show you some examples here. So this is a data I have already prepared before, and I'm going to discuss all the functionalities with this. It's a field data. So for the first, I'm going to format it a little. Okay. So it's a data of a order of, we have order date, and then the region, then the representative that is ordered by, and then items, and then units, and the unit cost. Okay. So this, let's start with the autofill. So autofill is a property where you to do the tedious works like numeric number from 10, 20, 30, 40. It can be achieved by using the autofill by just dragging the fill handle. You already know where is the fill handle is located in Excel. So like here, by dragging it, we can achieve 10 to 60 very easily. And then on month it can be used, on day it can be used, on date. Okay, so let me show you how. Okay, like serial number, you want to add serial number, you just write 1 and 2 and then select 1 and 2 together and then click on the fill handle and then drag it down. It will be automatically filled. And now you want to fill the next cell with the month name. Just write the first month and then from fill handle you drag it. It will be filled automatically in any format. Like you want to fill the month in 3-letter format, it will be done. You want the full month name, it can also be done. You can use the same thing on day also, you can use the same thing on date also, and then time also. And then you can copy the same text. If you want to copy the same text throughout the next cells, it can be done by the autofill. And then there is combination on name and number. Numbering will be done automatically. This is called autofill, and you can use this kind of things in Excel using autofill. Okay, so let's continue with formula. So this is the same data I already showed you, prepared data. So I want to do some extra calculation on the basis of the prepared data. So I have unit and unit cost. So from here, in the next column, you can see the formula. Okay, when you are going to use a formula, you have to start with equals to sign. Okay, when you are in a cell, the first character is equals to, then the word will recognize it as a formula. So then to use the formula, like I can calculate the total by multiplying 95 with the unit cost, that is 1.99, and it can be done like I can select this cell and then multiply it and then select this cell and then just click enter. So it will be calculated automatically, and then I can use the autofill feature and that will be filled like this. So all the total is calculated here using formula. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's talk about other formulas. Okay, there are some here it is it's an introduction about formula, and this is here it is written how to enter a formula, that I have already told you, and then how to edit a formula. To edit a formula, you have to go to the formula bar and then edit it and then enter it. That's it. And if you want to leave the formula unedited, you have to press escape button. Okay, used in formula, that is count and then sum. Okay, I'm going to show all this. Okay, So here is an example also given here, that I want to count the number of cells that has some value, and I have given the range from A1 to A7. A1 to A7, that means from here, sorry, how to erase it? Sorry, from here to here. Okay. So from A1 to A7, there is only 3 cell that has some value. So the result is 3. Okay. Now to calculate the sum, and the formula, function name is sum, and I have given A colon A. This is a A colon A means the whole column, the whole A column. So the whole A column has 10 has 10 value for 4 rows, and the sum is 41. Okay, so okay. And there are some other formula also, that is if, and then mean, max. I'm going to show that all in a practical, and then average, and then count if, then sum if, and then left and right. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see how to use if. So to start a formula, we have to use with the equals to sign, and then the function name, that is if. If has 3 part. One is logical test, then if the logical test is true, then what will be shown here, and then the false value, that is if the logical test is false, then what will be shown here. Okay. So for here, think that if the unit, the total unit is more than 50, then there will be no delivery charge. So to implement it, we can write it like that: if the unit price is greater than 50 or equals to 50, then there will be delivery, there will be no delivery charge. Otherwise, there will be delivery charge. Okay. So this was the formula here, this one, and the result is no. That is because the unit is greater than 50, and we can apply it throughout the data sheet. So if there is a unit that is less than 50, there will be delivery charges, and it is applied automatically. Okay, and then come to the, and then we can also trim a string, like we want to know the first 2 letters of the every representative name. We can use it first 2. So from left side, we have to trim it representative name, and I said 2 characters, so I use 2. So the first 2 name will be here, and we can apply it till the end. So the first 2 letter of every name is given here. Okay, let's do some more calculations. Okay, now I want to know the total amount of all orders, that is the total amount of all these orders. So how we can do it? Start a formula, we have to start with the equals to sign and then sum, and I want to sum all this. I have selected all this, and the sum will be here, and the formula is written here also, you can see it. Okay, So then I want to know the minimum unit order. That is, what is the minimum value of this column? Okay. So there is a function mean. We can use it, and we have to give the range, and it will be here. Similarly, we can use max also. Okay. We can calculate average also. This is the average number of unit that is ordered. And then this one is a bit complex. How many times Jones plays an order? So to know that, I have to count how many times Jones appeared as a representative name. So to count it, the function name is countIf. And then I have to give the range from where it is going to count. So I have given the range, and what to find? Find Jones. The number of occurrence is given here. So there is 6 Jones. So 6 number of time Jones order, place some order. Okay, then sum it. Sum is how many time, how many number of pens ordered. So I want to calculate only the total, where total number of pens that is ordered. That is, I have to sum when only pen appeared in the D column. That means I have to sum E column only when the corresponding D column has pen. So the first one is called the range. That is where to find, here to find, and then what to find 10, and then what is the corresponding value, this one. So the sum will appear like this. So I'm going to find through the C column. If there I found pen, the corresponding 27 will be added as a sum, and the total is 218. So I have showed you some formulas that can be used in Excel. Yeah.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. There was so silence, so that's why I'm checking.
Okay. So okay. So these are the some basic functions that is used in formula in the Excel sheet. There are lots of formula. Even I am practicing Excel for the last 3-4 years, but even though I don't know all the formulas yet. So there are a lot of formulas you can use. Okay, so this is the most basic formulas that can be used in Excel sheet. So let's continue about the conditional formatting. Then I have to switch again. Okay. So on this sheet, we have already found how many times Jones places an order, and now it's so tedious to find where the Jones are. Means how can I find the Jones? So to do that, you have to select the column and then go to conditional formatting. It's so too easy actually, not rocket science. Everyone can do it. And then just say Jones. So you can see that Jones is automatically marked here. Okay. So like this, you can do other things also. There is a highlight cell rules. You can do greater than, less than, between, equals to, text that contains a date occurring, duplicate values, like that. There are so many highlighting rules. You can use it. Okay. I'm not going to the details. It's too easy. You can use it. Just click it and give whatever it asks. It will come. Okay. Yes. Look at the screen. Okay, I have to switch again and just try. Okay. Okay. Cutting and filtering. This one is also too easy. So you have a data set and you want to sort it. Okay. So to do that, I have to again switch. So to do that, you have to select the row or the column that you want to sort. Like if you want to sort according to the unit cost, you have to select the column, and then you have to select sort and filter, and from here you have so many options like sort smallest to largest, and then sort largest to smallest. Actually smallest to largest, that is the ascending order, and largest to smallest, that is the descending order. So if you want to sort it like click here, and then you have to expand the section. That means the corresponding data, if this data move to some another cell, the corresponding data should also move. So expand the section. Okay. So you can easily see that this column, this whole data set is sorted by unit cost accordingly. Okay. You can do the same by the order date also. Select the order date and then sort from newest to oldest, and then expand the section. It is done. So the latest date is here and the oldest date is here. Okay. So, and you can also apply filtering also. Select the whole, and from here select filter. Now you will see that this kind of arrow above the every column. Okay. So now if you want to filter something, like if you want to see the entries, that is the orders that is given by GIL only, then you select only GIL. So GIL has ordered only one order. You can do the same thing for someone else also, Smith. So Smith is also given one order. Jones. Let's select Jones. So these are the orders that was ordered by Jones. So you can also apply this to other columns also. You will get like this. Okay. So you want to select the unit that has the unit number 2, 15, 16 and 27. Then it will be done like this. And you can also sort it. Like you have filtered it through using this column, and you want to sort it using this column only. Okay. So you can sort it like this. So it is filtered by this column and sorted by this column. Okay. So this is all from filter and sorting. Let's not go to the slide again. Let's continue. Okay, now I'm going to talk about charts. So from this data, I'm going to prepare some chart, like some graphical representation of this data. Okay. So I want to know the number of order placed by each representative in this data set. So to do that, I have copied this column and paste it here. Okay. And then remove the duplicate fields because there are duplicate names here, repeated name actually. To do that, I am going to data and then simply remove duplicate. Select the data and remove duplicate. Okay. So duplicate data is removed. Now for each name, I am going to find the total number of order. To do that, I am going to again use the formula. You have already know how to use sum. I'm going to do this. Yeah. So this is the number of order, total number of order that was placed by the Kibel, and the same formula can be applied to all of them. So this is how we can get the total number of item orders by each of the representative. So we can calculate total amount of order also. So to do that, we can use sum if, and then we have to select the range which is in the another sheet actually. To do that, we have to go to the sheet and select the range, that is this, and then place, and then select cable. Okay. And then again we have to go to this sheet, formula sheet, and then we have to select the total and then press enter. So this is the total amount that was ordered by Kibel. Now there will be a problem, that is I am going to show you. I am using the fill handle and it is done, but there is a little problem, that is concentrate on the formula. Okay, for this one it is correct, but as I am using autofill, concentrate what is happening to the next formula. The formula has been changed. The range is C3 to C22. Let's see what is C3 to C22. C3, that is here, and C22, that is here. So the range has been changed. For the previous one, it was C2 to C21. This was the range. But as I am using autofill, the range is shifted by 1. Now the range is C3 to C22. And this is happening for the next ones also. Like for the next one is the range is C4 to C23. The next one is C5 to C24. But if you can understand that the range is actually fixed to C21, but so we don't want to change, we don't want the range should change. So to fix the range we have to apply dollar sign. If we use dollar sign, then the range will be fixed, it will not get changed even if we use autofill. So we are using autofill. Okay, now if you can say for this one it is C2 to C21, and for this one it is also C2 to C21, and for this one it is also C2 to C21. So by applying dollar sign we just fix the range, because we are going to work on this range only. This if the range is shifted, maybe we get the wrong result here. Okay, same way we can also calculate number of items ordered. Same way we can paste all the items here. Okay, I am going to show you again. Actually it's not that easy, you have to practice it. So this is the total items that is present here, and now I want to find the unique items. To do that I am going to remove duplicate again. Okay. So duplicate is removed. So these are the unique items that has been ordered. So next, to find the rest, we're going to sum. Again sum if. Same formula. Sum if. And then the range. Formula. The range. This time the range will be this. Okay. This is my formula one, and then comma. And then I'm going to find this item. And then I'm going to sum number of items ordered. So I'm going to sum this one. So by this way I can find how many items orders, that is pen. Okay, this time we also need to fix the range. So to do that I am using dollar. And then we can autofill it easily. Okay, so this is the strategy we have already find. Now we can generate some graphs on this. To do that we have selected the data set, and now we are going to insert, and then there are so many type of graphs you can use here. There is bar, there is a column, area chart, and then hierarchy chart, waterfall chart. So the most common is the bar chart and the line chart. Okay, so I am showing you the bar chart. So here you can see the bar chart of number of items ordered. So this is the number of pen, then binder, then desk, then pencil. We can do the same for this also. Okay. Let's go to insert. Line chart, and then this is the line chart. So this is the line graph of this data. Okay, now we can do the same for this column and this column. Okay. You can do that also. So this is the way you can use chart, and you can represent your data in a more meaningful way so that easily anyone can interpret it. Okay. That's all. Okay. So that is all from Excel actually that I had to say here. And the last item is how to print a Excel sheet. Sometimes it's too important before you print a Excel sheet because it gets out of the printable area most of the time. So to do that, I have to again go to the Excel sheet. So let's print this document. To print it, go to file, and then there is a print written on here. So you have to click on print, and you will see the print preview here. So as you can see, this data set had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns, and it is not properly aligned. So to do that, you have to examine it for printing. So first of all, the rows and columns are not identified properly. So to do that, you have to do this formatting every time, like border to all the column to make it more prominent and viewable. And then go to print. You can change the orientation. Okay. Now you can see the whole portion is printed in a single page. So before you print a Excel sheet, you have to examine it very carefully. Okay. So this way you can print a Excel sheet. And also a dotted line will be for the settings I have just I made. This is the printable area for a A4 sheet. And then there okay. This is all actually. So this is all from me. Thank you. If any You can ask.
Thank you so much, Tanmoy. And in our field, especially when we are calculating exercise dosage, when we are calculating how to find the dosage, we have some formulas. Further, we use Excel. Maybe we should be having how to use Excel in the field of physiotherapy once more, so that it will be easy for us to understand much more better than this. So what I am thinking is I should have told you earlier that, okay, for my clinic, see these many patients come, so that it will be much more useful. This is common for all. Okay. But especially for physiotherapists, we would like to know that how to utilize this Excel in our clinic, or to find set the data, so that how to collect data, and we need such kind of things also. Hope Duna madam and you will also plan for it, and we will have one more session for that also. And I request Duna madam to have the next part in the evening session today, because it's going to be a lunch session. And before we wind up, I would like to take the enquiries. There are some questions in YouTube. And asked by Harshavardhan, if you are deleting unknowingly, can we reverse it?